Just want to jump on this bandwagon. Spicy, a lot of anguish. I didn't think it was like a 7-year affair. I'm a sheep. Oh, they have not played any hockey yet. The minimum dialogue that they had. Because I am loving this. It's so painful. Hi guys, welcome back to another Bookmas video. Today's Bookmas day 11. If you're new here, my name is Benita and I'm so happy to have you joining me today. In today's video, if you can't already tell by the title, we're going to be reading together today. This wasn't the video that was on my schedule, but I just feel like I cannot get away from this book. Every single feed across all my social media, this book is like haunting me. Maybe it's the FOMO or just wanting to be part of the conversation and stuff like that. I really want to read Heated Rivalry. I just want to jump on this bandwagon. I know I am a sheep and I'm just following along with everybody else. It does sound a bit blocked up today because I'm just at the tail head bit of a cold, so bear with me. So this is an hockey romance. I am expecting this book to be spicy. I'm expecting this book to have a lot of anguish between the characters and what they're going through. Basically, we are following two rival hockey players that are basically having like an affair / secret relationship, and I'm expecting some kind of true enemies to lovers kind of situation, or like, I don't know, let's see. But yeah, that's all I know about this book. To be fair, I thought this was a new release, and then I looked into it and I realized this book is actually part of a 6-book interconnected hockey romance series. They're all romance. And then I realized that this book, which is the second book in the series, Heated Rivalry, it was published in 2017. So this is not a new book at all. It's just a weird regurgin back into our book community. And this all came about because there's a new TV adaptation of this book. I've never bought a book so fast in my life, and also for me this is my first ever romance. So yeah, let's see what the fuss is about. Let's get reading. Oh my god, I have been reading now for like 30 minutes. Guys, I just finished the prologue. Guys, prologue is 13 pages and they've already boned each other like three times. When I say this is spicy, this is very, very spicy. So the prologue is 6 years into their secret affair, or 7 years. So they've been secretly hooking up for 7 years. And based on the dialogue, the minimum dialogue that they had in the epilogue, when they're like literally going at each other, it sounds like they literally don't like each other. Like they probably find each other attractive, sexually attractive and things like that, but they don't like each other at all. Like 7 years of constantly being intimate, and like literally they are still not friends basically. So it's quite interesting to see that. Actual book starting in chapter 1 now. The prologue is kind of like a flash forward where they are right now, 7 years into their affair, and I guess now we're in 2018, so we're gonna get how they met and how this relationship started. I didn't think it was like a 7-year affair. Like this is going to be anguish. Okay, I'm just on chapter 5 now. And guys, I literally have no idea what the plot of this book is. This is just spice. I guess we have a little bit of a plot because we understand it's enemies to lovers that like each other, and we're kind of getting both their POVs, which is great. But they have not played any hockey yet. Well, it's still early days because it's like instant attraction between them from the start. So I don't know if it's like, you know, like this, or like they like each other, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And also like the rivalry is just basically their theme rivalry. I don't think they actually like have rivalry. They're not friends, and I don't think they like each other, but I think the rivalry they have is kind of external. People just expect them to be rivals because they are playing for two different teams, you know. So I don't even know. Let me tell you the character's name actually. So one of them is called Hollander. That's his last. Shane Hollander I think is Canadian, and the Russian girl, Rosanov, so Ilya and Shane. So we're following Ilya and Shane. Right now, we're just following off the side of their career. They're still playing for like the junior league. I have no idea how hockey works, but I'm just going by based on what we got in this book. So they're both playing for like their junior team now. They're not like full-time professional yet, so but they've kind of played against each other, like they play for their country's team or something. So there's a rivalry there because of the team. Pretty young, so maybe 18, 19, so they're really, really young, which basically means their hormones are going crazy and stuff. But yeah, but I just hope, as I was saying, I just hope this
this becomes a plot comes out of it, and I can feel some kind of connection. Because right now it's just like two horny boys that just want to like bone each other. That's all I'm getting from this so far. So I hope the more I read, something comes out of it and there's some kind of plot going on, because right now zero plot. But we are going through timelines quite quickly. If the TV show is as close as this book, the TV show is basically softcore porn. Let's be honest, in a way. Yeah, so right now, I don't know. I hope it doesn't continue like this. I love spice, but I still want a little bit of like something else, something with a bite to it, like. Guys, oh my god, I am like halfway through Heated Rivalries, and I'm a sheep because I am loving this. I'm having a good time reading this. I get it. I get why it's so popular. Again, it's my first ever romance, so I didn't really know what to expect. I kind of knew, like, obviously because it went viral, I was just like so curious to read about it, and I am loving it so far. Oh my god, Shane and Ilya are so cute, and they are such like opposite attract kind of thing, because Shane is like the good boy, like follows all the rules, and the Ilya is like the bad boy of the Orky world. But like there's so much depth to what Ilya's going through in a private life. Right now, as I'm halfway through the book, spending a lot of time together, which makes sense because obviously it was instant attraction and instant lost that kind of got them together, and they're still going in the secret relationship where they are basically, where they're not admitting to themselves that they actually like each other. It's this weird forced like enemies to lovers kind of thing. They're not enemies, because basically the rivalry in this is, I think it's more about public opinion and public perception. I don't think they actually don't like each other. I think because they just feel like they should be enemies because they play for different teams, and I think the press is perpetuating this like idea of them being like, you know, enemies. It kind of sells, I guess it makes the sport more intense and sells that whole like experience for the sports team. But I'm really enjoying this, and I know I said earlier like I was waiting for the plot. The plot is coming out a lot more. So basically this book is split into 4 parts. We're kind of going backwards on their relationship, how they met, and kind of obviously all their secret hookup sessions and stuff. So that's now. So I think we're going into part 4, which kind of brings us to present day. I'm waiting for that conflict. But because I know that there is another book within this series that is about them, I am scared that this might end in a bit of a heartbreak, non-resolved situation. I don't know, and I feel like book talk is just making me want to like just rush this book. I can't really rush this book, so I have to keep reading. But like, I've not seen anything on the TV. I've not seen the TV series yet. I've not watched anything on the TV series, and I'm trying to avoid spoilers. But I think yesterday or the day before was episode 5 and everyone is going crazy because there is a scene which I think it's basically the couples from the first book in the series. Remember, I'm reading this book and this is book 2. I didn't read book 1, and the couple from book 1 just had like a moment, and oh my god, I anyway, so this is I'm having a good time reading this. Like literally I am going to finish it today, and I feel like the plot is developing, but it's going to get a lot more serious. I can feel the tension and the anguish that is gonna come next, because basically I don't think they're out. I think Ilya is definitely bisexual, but I think Shane is definitely confused about his sexuality, and I think it's really, there's a lot of internal monologue because we're getting both their POV, so we can get all the internal monologue going on in their mind. And I think Shane is wants to be the perfect golden boy, and this reputation of being like the perfect, you know, everyone in his like hometown loves him and things like that. So I think he's probably gonna struggle coming out, because no one has really, they not announced I am gay, like, you know, coming out, like, you know, kind of thing. I just read a passage where Ilya just asked Shane like, do you actually like girls? And he's like, oh yeah, I like them, blah blah. So I think Shane is definitely not bisexual. The next part I'm going to read is things are going to get really intense, and this secret affair they have it, like no one knows about it, and I feel like, oh my god, when it comes out, my heart, I don't know how to take it. And obviously Ilya has issues with his family.
Almost done with this now. I'm like on 85% of this book, but I have to pause here because oh my god, if you told me when I started this book this is how I was gonna feel about it, I would have told you you're a lie. I'm telling you, I'm having the best time reading this. This is so good. So I just read a scene which is the best scene. They've just finally told each other how they truly feel, like they've said things about them. And I'm pausing here because I know the next 62 pages might be painful for me, because I feel like now that they're planning for the future, and you know things are going really well, I feel like it's about to turn, and I don't know if my heart can take it. But like these two are so adorable. Like I think what's more painful for me reading this is because like you can tell that they actually really care about each other and stuff, but the fact that they can't be together because of all like the, I guess it's not like they can't be together, but they haven't invented these blocks, but these are, I guess, valid-ish reasons to them personally why they can't be together. And the fact they've continued this relationship for 8 years, like it's so painful because I'm really scared of how this is going to end. And I've basically gone and read the synopsis for the next book about them, Long Game, and it seems that they're still living in secret, which is just like, oh my god, I can't. I'm so petrified that this is not gonna be an happy ending. Deserve a happy ending. I don't think the issue is them coming out. I think the issue is with them being together as a couple, because their fans and their whole careers built about them being rivals. And if they change that to like, oh, we actually have been boning each other for the last, I don't know, 8 years, it's gonna be, they're worried about that optics. And obviously Ilya has bigger issues as well. Literally they've said they love each other like in the last 2 pages like 5 times, and it's just like now that I've said it out loud, they can't stop saying it, because obviously we knew that they loved each other because we had their entire monologues, but them saying it to each other just like unreal. So I'm just going to continue reading now for the next hour or so, and then I'll come back and tell you guys my full like breakdown of the story, what I think about it, if it's worth reading, blah blah blah. And I am so excited to basically watch this on TV, because from everything I've been hearing, this is so true. The TV show are so close to the book that some of the lines from the books were used in the movies as well. I'm sorry, in the TV show as well. So I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I have to wait another month. It's coming to the UK on the 10th of January, and I hope we just get the entire series, but they're not giving us like every week episodes, because right now currently I think it's on episode 5. There's going to be 8 episodes altogether, so I'm hoping we just get like everything. I'm going to just binge it. It's crazy. Okay guys, I've now finished Heated Rivalries. I finished this last night, and I thought I'll come on here and give you guys my full thought reviews about this book. Yeah. I really enjoyed this book, I'm gonna say. I had a good time reading it. So I'll give you a little bit about the plot and then I'll go into my review. So basically this book follows 2 rival hockey players that are basically having like they are having a secret relationship that span over 8 years. The book takes us through the journey of when they met, how they started their relationship, until like where they are now in the current day. Their rivalry is not really real enemies to lovers, because they don't actually hate each other. They just have this like, I guess because they're playing for different teams, they are thrown together to just dislike each other. I think the media and the external
sources around them are making their rivalry more intense. So that's kind of the plot around this. I'm going to rate this book a 3.75 star because I really enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to reading the other books in the series. And I've gotten a glimpse that Ilya appears in every other book. There's a little like cameo of him in every book, and I really want to see that. I get why people are giving it a 5 stars, 6 stars, but for me it was just a good read. Like, I really enjoyed it. There's nothing about this book that is innovative or new or unique. It's an okay romance, and I'm sure this is not the first book that's explored homosexuality in a professional athlete scene. This is not the first time this happened, so there's nothing like new or niche about this story or the plot or like the book in general. Obviously, this being a TV show and having this play on the main screen for everyone kind of makes it even more exciting for everyone, and everyone's talking about it. Like, there's a massive discourse around this book right now, so you just want to be part of the conversation. I think that's kind of why this book is so viral, even though this book is very spicy, and I've mentioned it a million times during this entire vlog. I do like that there are some moments in this book where the characters are parts where they kind of show that they care about each other and a little bit of their vulnerable side, I want to say. I enjoyed that. I think I love the dynamic between the two characters, Shane and Ilya. I just love their banter. I think Ilya's a lot more funny, and it's just a lot more blunt and open. So I like the fact that this book took us through the entire relationship journey, because I feel like that backstory kind of made this feel a little more intimate, and there was a lot of like emotional connection a little bit there, because if not for that aspect of this book would have just been like a complete vice and stuff. So that, I enjoyed that about this book. I want to talk about the ending of this. So basically, I guess it ends in a temporary happy ending because they've managed to, obviously their story continues basically. So I guess for now they have a resolution for their relationship dilemma basically. So I really want to read the long game, because I feel like the long game, which basically explains, because they are playing the long game because they want to be together, and they've kind of found a way to walk around being together without basically ruining their career and ruining like this image they kind of build for themselves, because that's kind of the main barrier. It's not about them. I don't think the issue is about them being coming out of the closet, which it would be a big thing, but I feel like the bigger issue for them is actually people getting used to them being a couple, because there's built this whole story and narrative about them being enemies and stuff. I think in the next book, the long game, is going to be more emotional, because I don't know what the average retirement age is for like an hockey player. I'm not sure. I'm sure like it's like mid-30s, so it's not, they're not going to like, I'm just giving you the ending there anyway. So but I think in the long game, because they've mentioned a lot, they want to like have a family and have kids and things like that, so I feel like they have to put all those things on pause. Like, it's gonna get hold really quickly basically. So the long game is going to be more emotional, because you say, okay, they've had an 8-year long relationship. I've been in a second relationship under 10 years or something. Shouldn't make a difference. But during that 8-year relationship, they didn't admit that they were in love with each other, and they didn't think there was a future for them. But now that they've planned a future, they know what's going to happen to them, that it might be a lot harder for them to continue that relationship. But I'm happy that they've actually made effort to kind of try to change narrative about them being enemies. I guess now they're like business partners, so they're kind of saying, oh, we actually are friends and things like that. So as I said, I really enjoyed this book, and I cannot wait to watch the TV show, because I'm reading this book for the first time and I've seen the cast for the TV show. So when I'm reading the book, I actually have a vivid image of each of the characters, which is quite nice, because normally when I read a book before let's say a TV show movie comes out, I find it really hard to adjust with the casting, because I have a vivid image in my head. But now this actually helps, because the image in my head is the cast, so when I watch it, it's gonna feel a lot better. So I'll bring on 10th of January. So yeah, that is my thoughts on Heated Rivalry. And now, should you read it? I think if you love hockey romance, you should definitely read this book. You will have a good time, because this is, I think this is a typical hockey romance, and as I said, there's nothing like unique about the story. There's nothing like brand new or something. I did like the author's writing style. I love how she showed us like some vulnerable moments, because there's a lot of spice that sometimes when they have like those cute moments and just like sharing to each other, they have more impact, because everything else is just like covered in the spice and stuff. So definitely, if you love hockey romance and you want to be of a good time, something light and easy and fun to read, I would definitely recommend reading this. And I cannot wait to read the long game. If you guys want me to do a reading vlog of me reading the long game, let me know in the comments, and we can read that together as well. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.